What are you expecting? There will be at least, it's expected that maybe we see some moderation in the previously hot inflation numbers that we saw. What are you expecting?
Well, certainly I don't have a precise crystal ball, but here's what we know. First of all, last month, in the prior print, we saw that inflation did not increase over the month, although, of course, it remains too high at over 8%. What we're expecting this week is that because gas prices have continued to fall around the country, in fact, gas prices are down by 25% relative to their June peaks, and because energy is such an important part of the rise in prices that families have seen over the past year, that should have a moderating effect on the price changes that we see. Certainly the president has said time and again that addressing inflation is his #1 economic priority, and we are watching this very closely. But we have been really happy to see this change in gas prices, which is so important to everyday family budgets over the past few months.
If you did a pie chart, Heather, on where this inflation came from, I don't know whether we draw the same pie charts or not. Would part of it be the amount of stimulus during the pandemic that maybe added to too many dollars chasing supply-constrained goods? Maybe that's part of it. Maybe Vladimir Putin would be another part of it, obviously. And there are many things that go into inflation. But other than releasing the CPR, what steps are you saying that President Biden took to effectively try to help here in terms of lowering inflation? Which steps are you talking about that are, if you're going to take credit for inflation coming, or at least not being as hot as it was?
Certainly. I mean, so the president is focused on rising prices. He has been for quite some time. So let's take a few steps here. We know that we have high prices here in the United States as well as globally because our economies are all emerging from this global historic pandemic that upended global supply chains. It caused all sorts of bottlenecks, and that was the root of the problem. Of course, then adding fuel to that fire was Putin's unprovoked war in the Ukraine that has upended global oil markets and gas prices globally. So these are some of the roots of the problem. What the president has been focused on is, first and foremost, he focused all of last year on making sure that we fixed all of the challenges that he could fix in terms of supply chains, making sure that we could get goods back to shelves. We are now seeing that wait times at ports are back to pre-pandemic levels in some cases. Then this is all very good news. The president is also focused on making sure to do what he could to get gas prices back down, and that included these historic releases from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. It included, using his bully pulpit to say to refiners that, as global oil prices started to come back down, that those prices were reflected at the pump. And that's one of the reasons why we've been so happy to see the last 3 months this 25% decline in gas prices at the pump. That means the typical family is saving, the typical driver, I should say, saving about $67 a month just on gas prices alone. So this is a problem with multiple causes, but really, these are some of the big ones.